Namaste. So today what I am going to ask you a question which most of my episodes I begin with a question to you, and that is for you to contemplate upon, to rethink, revise. So now this question is, are you in the habit of reacting or responding? You react, which means you don't think from your mind. Your words just come out from your mouth. So before something comes out of your mouth, think it in your mind. If you think in your mind, is it worth these words or these lines, is it worth getting out of your mouth? Then you speak. Now, this is a reaction, and we most often react without using our heart or thinking about it. So before you open your mind and your mouth, think from your mind whether can I say something like this. This is one test of a spiritual person. Spiritual people don't usually react, they will respond. It's good to listen to the other person, understand the other person, and then respond. You'll probably get a right answer. If you react, then there is an argument, there's a debate, there's probably a fight, and there's a break of relations. So, what I'm trying to tell you is, before you open your mind, before you open your mouth, open your mind. So when the thought comes in your mind, if you give that split second, should I say this? Like if you want to tell somebody, just shut up. That person is going to get offended. So think, ask, should I say these two words to that other person? Or should I just listen and say, whatever you said is fine, but I don't react to it. I don't like it. Or I'm not with you on the same page. That's a nicer way of putting it. Instead of just snapping at a person, which we most often do. We snap. We react. Okay? Very, very many times you must have been told this to respond and not react. This is a very common thing which one hears, one tells people that, okay, react. Don't react, just respond. It doesn't happen. It's easier said than done. Reaction comes so fast. We don't give ourselves that much of a thought, give any of a thought a little bit of a response or a little bit of a thinking behind what is going to happen. We don't think of the outcome of things that may happen if we say this, if we do that. We just go and do it. And then we repent also later on. Oh, I wish I had not said something like this to you. So actually what happens is you're creating a burden in yourself. You're creating the karma on yourself by reacting. Whatever the other person feels is not our problem. But because you have said something like this, you go into guilt. You feel, I wish I had not said something like this. I said something very wrong. You may go and say sorry also to that person that I should not have said anything. I'm so sorry for having said something so rudely and harshly to you. I should not have said. Please forgive me for this. That's also fine. But does that really happen? The person who has heard it. You can't wipe that out of his memory, right? The hurt is already done. Damage is done. So why do you want to get into that kind of a situation? And this is one test of a spiritual person. Remember that, dear friends. When you're on a spiritual journey and when you're high up on a spiritual journey, you will automatically respond to a situation. You will not immediately react. It just comes naturally. And for that is what is essential is to work on yourself, to work on your spiritual growth. How to do it? I have answers to all your questions. I can't explain it now how to do it. We have various modalities. You can look up into my website, smitajaikar.com, and you'll have plenty of modalities you can choose. I can help you do it. But it is very important to understand this fact. And then they say, oh, she's a very rude person. She gets angry for no reason. That's how they will label you as. If you keep on reacting to everything and everything. So listen. And with a quiet mind and with a lot of peace, tell that person in a nice way. If possible, you can keep a smile on your face. Doesn't hurt. Just keep a smile. So even if the person who's listening to you is very angry, your smile will calm him down. That is the effect a smile does. One smile, just one smile. Any person who's so angry and at rage, just one pleasant smile relaxes the opposite person. So you start with that kind of a response with a smile. Okay, and if there is a debate, you don't want to argue or you don't want to get convinced by what the other person is saying. Neither you want to convince the other person because you all are not convincing each other. So end the debate by saying, it's fine. A good point of view, interesting point of view. Because the other person has a right to have his point of view. Another person has a right to say, oh, you did this to me and that's why I am so angry with you. And you may try to convince, but you know what? I tried to do this, I said this because X, Y, Z. Both of you are not coming to any one point of agreement. So instead of arguing and instead of going more into all this and deeper into all this by just aggravating situations, you just said, okay, fine, interesting point of view. I like your point of view. Interesting point of view, I'll keep it in mind and move away. It's better to move away than sit there and argue and create more karmas to yourself. I'm talking about yourself. What the other person has to do is not your problem. You look after yourself. You look after how you can protect yourself. By reacting, you're not going anywhere. You will make things worse. You will damage that relationship for life. It's a point of no return. So whether you want to keep, you may say, oh well, I don't care, anyway the relationship didn't mean anything to you. You never know when and at what time of your life you will need that relationship. And there is no need to have ill will, even if you don't need that relationship ever in your life. Why create that ill will with any human being or anything on this planet? It's no point creating ill will. Whether you need that person in your life later on or no is not your problem. Still, it's always good to have an amicable relationship with everyone around you, with everything around you. So guys, remember this. Before you react, ask your mind. Before you say something to someone, before you open your mouth, let a thought come into your mind. Should I say this or no? And this is a matter of a fraction of a second. It's not that you have to, now pray, join your hands, close your eyes. Should I say this line or no? No. It comes. It's a very instinctive. It's automatic. You get your answers. No, I should not. Immediately it is. You don't have to sit contemplating at that point in time. But it's a matter of habit. It's a muscle to grow. And that happens when you're spiritually deep into it. Automatically it happens. Automatically a thought will come to your head. Don't say this now. Don't say such things now. Just listen to that person. Automatically there will be something will guide you and tell you what you have to do. So you will automatically get into the habit of responding and not reacting. It will come to you very naturally. It's a very natural thing. It's not something which is so difficult to do and achieve. Nothing what I'm saying on this platform is ever difficult and not achievable. something which I have gone through. It's my own experience. I'm talking, I'm sharing my own experiences. Every person at one point in time is in the habit of reacting, you know. It comes to us instinctively, it comes to us just naturally, say, and out, and finished. So I have also gone through all these things in life. But I have worked on myself, please remember that. I have worked a lot on myself, and I'm still working. Because you never know what life throws at you. So you need to be always at that level constantly. And I'm constantly dealing with so many people all the time. I get all kinds of people. So if I'm in this habit of something, sometimes people can really get, it irritates you sometimes. Some people, you know, just go on and on. But if I react to people like that, they're already suffering, they're already in that pain. And if I react, it'll be very detrimental to that person. That's not the right way of doing, right? And dealing with anybody. So when you get into the spiritual aspect of life, when you are into spirituality, you automatically come to that calm and you will automatically only respond and not react. Okay, so I'm repeating that line. Before you open your mouth, open your mind. Please remember this. It'll take you a long way. It's a great mantra to have in your mind. Yeah. So it will help you in all your relationships also. Any help you need from me, how to go about it, I'm always there to help. Get in touch with me on my website. I'm on all social media platforms. Phone numbers are also given. My team will get in touch with you. In turn, you will get in touch with me also. You can call me anytime. Get in touch with my website www.smitajatkar.com. I'm there always to help. Thank you very much. Bye.